Hello everyone, this is Valkyrie StitchNButton. Today is December 14th, it's Wednesday night, and this is my Flosstube number 122. I don't think I showed this last time. My son got me this cup. I am not responsible for the faces I make when you talk, so it fits. Alright, I have some stuff. I still have to do my whip parade. I've been busy and have not, started feeling overwhelmed with all the things, so I just started doing what I wanted. Some of it was some of what I had to do. I cut out a whole bunch of bags, and I still have to do a lot more ironing. I started ironing and then got sidetracked with other things, so it is what it is. I have a finish. I have 2 starts, 1 finish of one of the starts, and I have some stitching. I had the giveaway winners, and I have a couple of purchases and a couple of things I got in the mail from people, and then I'll talk about what I did recently. So let's start with that. I'm planning for next year, and there's going to be a lot of starts. Not sure exactly how many. Now, I say that because I have a whole bunch slated for January, but I know I'm not going to start them all. But they're all possibilities. They're in a bag. I can show you the bag. They're in this huge bag. Oh my god, it's heavy. See, they're all in here. And then there's actually 2 more that are definitely getting started. That's why they're on this side, because they're definitely getting started. So, do I go through those? Maybe I will. We'll see how long this takes. Okay, so I started doing that. So I did a whole bunch of kitting and looking through my stuff that I had kitted already. I know I did a video on stuff that was kitted, so there's a lot in there. And then there's stuff that I had gotten new, and I went through my Sooner binder and pulled out stuff and started kitting those things. And some of them decided not to be Sooner because I changed my mind for whatever reason. And new things are, yeah. So there's been a lot of changes, a lot of change in my mind lately. And part of that has to do with I'm to the point in my life where I'm over the halfway point of my life, and I'm just not going to have enough time to do everything. So I want to prioritize better with what I want to stitch and definitely get done. So there's that. All right. Let's get into what I stitched, and then we'll get back to possibly showing what I plan on stitching for January. Unless I do that, I could always do that after Christmas, maybe, but I feel like that's just me procrastinating, so we'll see what I decide at the end of the video. I'll put it at the end of the video anyway. How about that? So, I had a start, and it is called He's a Flake. It's from Little House Needleworks, and it's on the original called for linen and the called for threads, except for it. I didn't realize I had beads, and I have a ton of beads, so I just grabbed out of my stash, and I started it and finished it. I started on the 9th, I finished it on the 13th. So basically I finished it last night. I added some yellowy gold beads for here, and they had yellow beads for there, but it's holly, so it needed 2 red beads, and I'm pretty sure those red beads were leftovers from Poppy. I'm pretty sure they're left over from when I did Poppy. I even added the snowflakes this time, because usually I don't stitch the snowflakes, but I didn't have snowflake fabric for this one. And in the model, this snowflake isn't shown, but it is on the chart. And then I just put in the year. I didn't put my initials, I just put the year in. I backstitched it. I always have a problem backstitching little letters like that. I don't know why. I always think they look janky. It's fine. It's fine. I'll make it into an ornament. I did FFO a couple of things. One was for my friend Gina, and she's gotten it. She got it in the mail yesterday. She called me. So I can show a picture. I have it on my phone. I'll show you. I stitched this. It's from the Subversive Cross Stitch book, and I stitched it a couple of years ago when I first got the book. And then I forgot about it. But I painted the frame. It was a frame that had something else in it. I painted the frame shiny black, and then I put vinyl around the edges and added the bees. I glued the bees on. So that was for my friend Gina, and she did love it. And then I did an FFO for her for a Christmas present. So I'm not going to show that because that's her business, right? And that got sent out. So I've been busy. I've been doing stuff. I don't think I've done a ton of stitching, but I've done some. So that's what counts, right? I did stitch on my dragonfly. I ended up putting 400 stitches. It's Spirit of the Dragonfly from Heaven and Earth Designs. The artist is Carol Calaveras. And this is what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. I am stitching this on 22 count. It's not easy grid, it's something else, but it's gridded by 20 by 20 squares. And basically what I ended up doing was filling in purples and moving down. So I think I did all this whole entire square, and then some over here and some coming down here. Because I just didn't feel like doing more white. I mean, it's got white on it. You can't see it like that, but yeah, it's there. I just didn't feel like doing more white. So, and I was online when I did it. So that's what it's looking like. This needle minder was given to me from Stitching with the Dotson. I have not seen Sherry in forever. I know that they were building a house. I'm assuming they moved in the house. But I haven't seen much of her lately. Okay, put this one away. I don't know. I doubt if that'll come out again. Let's just put this over here. Okay. Then I said I had a new start. I ended up, in all of my kitting and stuff, I decided to do some new starts, which I knew I was going to do that towards the end of the year anyway. And, put this there. I ended up starting, it's called Wizard of Oz Hot Air Balloon, and it's from the Elfin Forest. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. Well, loosely, because I'm not using that color fabric. And this is what I've gotten done so far. I did, let me look real quick, 335 stitches. I am stitching this on, let's see, there we go. I am stitching this on 36 count. You can barely see, but there is a green thing. 36 count linen from Vicky Clayton. And I'm using, I'm using one thread. I couldn't tell. I don't have my glasses on either. But yeah, apparently, the one thread that's hanging off the back, that would be a clue. So yeah, I think I'm going to stitch on this some more because it's a small chart. I could potentially finish it. Famous last words. I have not finished Stormtrooper. I don't know. I think I lost my steam on them because I didn't get them. Maybe I got disappointed because I didn't get it done when I was supposed to. After I'm done, by the way, this hot air balloon, I have this companion piece, and it's the Wicked Witch of the West. And it says, I'm melting, oh, what a world, what a world. You know what bothers me is they're called the Elfin Forest instead of the Elven Forest. I don't know why that bothers me so much. But it does. Anyway, so she's going to go on the same color fabric. So I have all the threads pulled together, and they're both in the same project bag. also, after I finish the one, I'll just pick up and start the other one in its place. When I started kitting, I did kit up a lot more smalls than I did large ones, I think. I'm pretty sure I went a lot smaller because I have plenty of large ones going on. There's a few, of course, I've got to start because you gotta, but I'm trying to get some more smalls in there. Get those little finishes in between. Alright, another one that I worked on was Quixote Picasso, and that is from LA Geek. This is what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. Looks like I started that on the 25th of October last year. Not this year. And it's on 32 count. Picture this plus Hermosa. I had gotten a whole bunch done, and then this year just never stitched on it until just this past week. I ended up putting in 421 stitches total, which consisted of, hold on, I'll show you. So this is what he looks like right now. But what I stitched on was down here. What I came down with his leg and just did a line so I could figure out where I was going. And I stitched all this in here. This was over 400 stitches were just in that little area right there. That is available on my group. Still have more of those left. I just had a big needle minder sale. Went very well. I ended up running out of magnets, which I had already ordered, so I just had to wait a couple of days for them to come in and finish up the orders. So I was happy with it. I had foresaw that I was going to need them. And I think my next time I do a live sale, I think it's going to be on YouTube, because it was just a kerfuffle, to say the least, doing a Facebook Live. It's horrible. Alright. So that is what I've stitched on. That's it. I do plan on stitching on my hot air balloon, but I also have plans for a new start. So, I don't know, I'll see what I feel like in a little bit on what I stitch, but I want to start this one. I've done a few of these annual Santa ornaments from Homespun Elegance, and this is going to be my next one. I want to start that next. He is called Peace and Cheer Santa. So I have, this one didn't come as a kit like my other ones normally did, so I ended up just digging in my stash, and it came with the charm, the little star charm, and he is going to go on this random piece of 36 count linen that I had in my stash. And I don't know, did I use... I pulled the thread, well, I didn't pull the DMC, but I pulled the few hand-dyed. And it calls for straw bonnet, which I had, maple syrup, which I had, and blue spruce, which I had. But then it called for mulberry. I didn't have that, so I just picked brick. So those are the color here. Those are the hand-dyed colors. Now I just had to pick some of the DMC. Believe it or not, this little piece has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 DMC, 1 Whisper, and then the 4. That's a lot of colors for that little bit of a chart. Although I know I'm not going to need a lot of each color. So he potentially may get started tonight. Or if not, it'll be before my next video, for sure. Alright, this is a purse. I think my mom gave it to me. I don't know where she got it from, but it's this little clutch crochet purse. It's lined. And I just use it to kit up smalls. How cute. It's heavy. It's kind of heavy. Alright, what's next? Let's go with what I purchased. I attended the Jingle Ball. Problem. I got sick the night before the Jingle Ball. It wasn't COVID, it was the flu. It was just the plain old flu. I ended up with one of those 24-hour fever type things. My fever did not go above 101. So I didn't take any ibuprofen for it. I just let the fever burn through. And I took 3 naps, which I never take naps. And I ended up missing a good half of the ball. I mean, it is what it is. I did get to see some of the sellers. I got to talk with Teresa Kogan. I got to see Tiny Modernists and some of Satsuma Street and some of Ink Circles, Tracy from Ink Circles. And then I did the shopping. Why not? Because there were exclusives and I just had to get some. I ended up buying December Down Under from Lindy Stitches, and I just printed out the pictures of them because they were all PDFs. So I got that. I think they're adorable. Quokka. And then I purchased In the Meadow from Ink Circles. Love this. Love, love, love this. And then Who Let the Frogs Out? This is a Beth Twist heartstring samplery. This is a charity that she does every year, and for the purchase of this, it goes to a charity. I don't remember which one. Sorry. I just figured I had to get it. I don't know that I'd have to contrast mine just a little bit more than that, so you can see all the bits, but it's cute. And I also purchased, they had an ornament book, and it had ornaments from all of the designers. And I purchased that. Mainly, I didn't print out the picture. I totally forgot to print out the picture of it. But mainly because it has a giraffe and a sweater. And it's just fabulous. Fabulous. I received a few Christmas cards in the mail. I received this one from Dawn, Frosty X Stitch in Switzerland. Thank you, Dawn. I did not send out cards. Sorry, guys. I've been just sloshed with things to do for months now. My friend Kate from Fickle Stitches sent me this one. Loving that one. And then I did receive my Pam and Steph card from this year. And they did a little synopsis on what they did and the new addition to the family. And then I received a package from Megan, Stitch in May. And she dyed my fabric for Beaker. So this Beaker will go on this piece of fabric. Beaker is from Fiddlesticks AU. I've already done Kermit and Miss Piggy. They're finished. Oh no, Miss Piggy's finished. Kermit's not finished. So Beaker will go on this one. And then she also sent me these great stickers. I already stuck one on one of my things, but there are 4 dragonfly stickers. We both love dragonflies. And a Christmas card. Look how cute that card is. It looks stitched. It's pretty cool. And then she sent me my planner for next year. When she showed hers, I was like, oh, if they have any more, let me know. And she got it from Five Below. And she was able to find the same one with the moth on it, the Luna moth. And then she decided I needed coordinating colored markers. They are scented, very lightly scented, thank goodness, because the patchouli and sandalwood went in the garbage. I can't stand the smell of those two. So they're very lightly scented, and you can only smell them like if you're really huffing the marker, which I'm not. Very nice. Thank you so much. I've already filled up a lot of stuff in my planner, and so it's already starting to get used. Thank you, Megan. She did a great job on the fabric. She was very nervous, but she did a great job. All right. So 20 minutes. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, like I said, I can't guarantee that I'll finish them all. And what my, let's do the winners first. I forgot to announce the winners. Okay. So, the keywords. Kringle, Santa's Basket, and Gentleman. Okay. So for basket, I pulled... I'm trying to figure out which one's which. Okay, gotcha. Santa's, Kringle, Gentleman. Where's Kringle? Hang on. Okay, I remember now. Okay, for the Christmas basket, I did the random comment picker, and Christmas basket goes to Christy Dene. Do I ever say your name right, Christy? Sorry. I did look at this closer. Okay, those are just flowers. It actually just says Christmas. The letters eventually just read Christmas with the flowers in the way. I thought those were O's. So it says Christmas. And so it's CHRISTMAS. I pulled out the chart, and I almost forgot to make sure it was in there, but I did. Anyway, so Christy, I have your address. I will send that. For Gentlemen, this is the chart for Gentlemen. Random comment picker says Tammy Vickery. Tammy, I do not recognize the name, so I'm going to need your address. There are links below that you can use. You can either fill out the form or email me. You can email me at thestitchinbutton@gmail.com, or message me if you're in my group or on Facebook. You can message me on Facebook. Next, I have Kringle, and that's for the Kringle calendar and Santa Factory charts. There's 4 charts altogether. And Cheryl Florida, is that your name? I think I said it right. I don't recognize your name. That's the first time I've seen that name. So definitely contact me and give me your address so I can get those out to you. And then for Santa's, that's these 2 charts, Worn with Love, and these Santas go to Chris T. Did you do that on purpose, or did you just decide to use Chris and then your last initials T? Because I read it, I was like, I wonder if she did it on purpose. So just let me know. But I also need your address. And that's the giveaways. All right. Let's move some stuff. Let's show you. Okay, so one of the things that I'm still in the middle of, there's some things I'm still kitting, so I'm not going to show everything. I did start to kit Halloween Quaker. I have stuff on order for that. I did start to kit the fox from Cottage Garden. I'm waiting for threads on that. I have the fabrics pulled for them. And then there's a couple that I'm still kitting up. And this is also one, because it's right here, I figure I'd show you. I am going to stitch this with Megan Stitch and May. And I think Sammy and Sarah, we're going to get together, a bunch of us, and start this one, I think, January next month. So I think so. But this one, I am going to stitch with some girls. So I need to finish pulling threads, or start pulling threads. I did pull the fabric. Now, hear me out. I pulled this fabric. This is from Fabric Flare. I got this from my fabric party 2 years ago. And I wasn't crazy about this particular piece, but I'm thinking with as busy as that is, it's just going to look like a couple of little splotches in the background, and I think it'll be cute. So I'm going to do it. And if I don't like it, I could turn it around and just use the white side. So there's that too. I mean, there's options, guys. This is a 32 count even weave, but I think it's going to look fine on that. Good way to use up a piece of fabric and cover up most of what you don't like, right? And I'm just going to try to show the pictures. How about that, instead of pulling and giving a full synopsis. Cocoa Time. It's from Ink Circles, and this is what it looks like. I ended up pulling my own threads, went to my stash, and I'm putting it on this color instead. I wasn't crazy about the pink fabric. And I pulled colors that were pretty darn close to what they chose. Except for the blue, I went with more of a little bit of an aqua going on. Next one is Basket of Jacks from Not Forgotten Farm. And that's just going on a 36 count beige color. Excuse me. I finished Alice in Wonderland from the Little Stitcher, so this is the next one I want to start. Wizard of Oz. So I pulled the threads and the fabric. I think I just need a couple of threads for it, but here is, I'm doing it on this kale. It's this green colored kale that I had a leftover piece from something else. From Olivia Oakleaf. And it's a 36 count. Let's grab out of the bag. Told you there's a bunch. Okay, I don't have the picture for this. I only have my working copy, but this is Owl from Shepherd's Bush. And it's got the 18 count cork that it calls for and the threads. This, another one, I don't have a picture for. It's a freebie though, and it's called Just Add Snow, and it's just parts. And I'm doing it on this blue even weave with the called for colors. And then there's Love Tea from Hinzite. I chose this fabric, and I don't know that I did the called for colors. I might have just chose what I wanted. And then this one is another one that doesn't have a picture. It's Brouhaha. It's a freebie from Plum Street Sampler. If you look up Plum Street Sampler's blog, you can get this freebie. And it's the dancing bean. I think it's a bean. Anyway, I'm putting it on this 30 count linen. And then this is another one I don't have a picture of. It is Happy Autumn from Homespun Elegance. I'm looking to see real quick if it's got a year. I don't see a year on this one. But it's old. Really old. And I'm not sure. It's called Guardian Cat. Happy Autumn. Guardian Cat compliments from... Oh, it's not called Happy Autumn. It's called Guardian Cat. I don't have a year on it, though. But it's really old. You may be able to find a way to get it. And then I have Java Junkie from Hinzite. Let's see what kind of fabric I chose. I chose a very stiff fabric, this linen, to put it on. And probably, no, I changed out the greens to blues. Instead of a green cup, I'm doing blues. Ronnie Ritter, Old Crow Brew. I pulled out, I think, most of the called for threads, if not all of them. And I chose this fabric from, it's called Vintage Pecan, and it's from Dixie Sampler. Told you there's a lot more smalls this time. There's some larger ones, but there's a lot of smalls. And then I had Brittercup. I have kitted up both of these, and they're going on fabric that I dyed when I went to a workshop with Vicki Clayton years ago, like back in 2009 maybe. And I think this is 18 count, and we hand painted fabric. So I figured, why not use it? So I've got a purple one and a green one. So she showed us how to do it, and we made up a whole bunch of pieces, and I decided to do some smalls on mine. There's the threads I pulled. I'm not sure if they're the called for. I kitted this up a long time ago, and I know I have the buttons. I have the moon button. So, another one. This one is... Ooh. This one's a newer one that I got. It's from Erica Michaels. It's newer to me. I don't know when it was published, but it's Liberty Games from Erica Michaels. And that one I pulled, I think, let me look at my working copy. I can tell you if I pulled it. It looks like I pulled the called for colors. Maybe not. Yeah, I did. I pulled all the called for colors, and I'm putting it on Heroic from Picture This Plus 32 count Heroic. And I can show you that fabric real quick. There's the fabric. It's got hints of red and blue all over it. So that one, that's one of the larger ones that I'll be doing. But I really like that one, so I think that's definitely going to get worked on, get started this year. Alright, next. 'Tis Halloween. This is from Blackbird Designs. I was gifted this chart. And I kitted all. I chose the ones I really, really liked first and bought the threads for them. And then I pulled just this piece of fabric. I think it's a half to use on. I'll use it on all of them. Put them all in the same. All the ones I stitch. It's 30 count Weeks Dye Works Cocoa, and it's a half yard, so I know it's plenty to do the. Oh my goodness. To do the stockings. That's the chart. Well, that's one of them. This is one that I want to do. And then this is one that I want to definitely do. And then there's this one. And I'm not sure if there was another one that was on my definite list. But those are the ones that are definitely getting done. Alright. Next, this is one that I thought I had started already, and I thought I was going to work on, but I never started it. And it is called Happy Hour. It's from Tree of Life Samplings. The picture isn't really good, but it says Stitch Happy. Has a whole bunch of stitching things, and it'll pop out better with what I'm stitching on, because I am going to stitch on this darker color, this blue color. And I don't know if I wrote down what kind of fabric it is. Hang on, I'll show you. Pretty sure it's 32 count. No, I didn't write it down. Alright. Moving right along. There's a lot to go through. I want to start this winter holiday stamp from Mill Hill. It's the full kit. I also want to start Ding Dong from Heinzit. And if you can see, I just chose a beige color fabric for her. This is a needle roll kit that I had gotten a couple years ago from Susan Greening Davis from a get together that I went to. I'd like to get that started. And then I'm not sure which one I want to start first, but I have all the stuff for it. I have the Monarch, and I have Queen Bee, and I have the Petite Treasure braid for the black. For this, I got it in. So I'm not sure which one I want to start first, but the bee is going to go on this Scorched Rock that has a slight shimmer to it. And the Monarch is going to go on this piece of, I don't know, that looks like it's 36 count. It's at least 32 count. It's a mystery. I don't know. I don't remember what I chose. Mystery linen, 32 count mystery linen. That's exactly what it was, a mystery. It was a mystery then, and it's a mystery now. And those are from Fox and Rabbit. You can get those. I got mine from their website as a PDF download. Then I also want to start this one. This is Halloween Tree from Romina, Romy's Creations. I have the threads. I got the whole thing from her. I got the whole kit. I got the threads. And her tags are kind of thin, so I just cut them out and put them on my own tags. And I got this specialty fabric. It's called Halloween Greetings, and she sells the fabric herself. And the chart just goes in here. And then I just need the frame to fit here. So that's like a mat. Halloween Greetings. Maybe I'll have it done by next Halloween. But I'd like to start it anyway. Alright, next. I had a little change of plans, and I was originally going to kit these two charts in this booklet together. And then I decided, no, because it's going to be too big, and I don't see me finishing it. So I decided to pick one, and I chose the recipe for fried green tomatoes. So I'm going to start the recipe. If I do the recipe first and finish that, and then I want to, then I'll do the diner. But I definitely want to do the recipe at least. So I kitted this one up, and I am putting it on this color fabric. This is from Needle Bling Designs. I wrote it down. It's 32 count Butter Crunch from Needle Bling Designs. It's a little bit more yellow, like a goldenrod color. No. Okay. There we go. So that's going to go on there. Oops. Put the chart in. And then I have two in this one. These are from Hand Blessings. They're called Hooked on Tea and Hooked on Coffee. And I have them both kitted. I don't know if the fabric and everything. So I have, there we go. So you can at least see it. I have all the charms and everything in it too. So Hooked on Tea, Hooked on Coffee. I know I changed the colors a little bit, I think. I'm not sure that I pulled all the same colors. I don't know. We'll see when I start it. But this is what it's going to look like. Both of them. Put on brown fabric. Alright. Next. We're about halfway through the bag, so let's step it up. Alright, this one I've had kitted forever, and I want to get that. I definitely want to. This is a definite going to start this year. It's called the Tea Box. It's from Lucy Beam, and you could still get this from her site. And I do believe she says it goes on to paper mache recipe box, any craft store. So it'll fit on a paper mache recipe box. And this bag is actually from her. Then I want to start. I've had this kitted for a while. I believe, I don't remember when I got it, but it's the Traveling Stitcher, it's called. So I've had it kitted for a while. There's the fabric. And then I have, this was a freebie way, but I don't think you can find this anymore. I think she took anything that had dragon, she took down. And this is Teresa Wensler. I've had this kitted forever also. Then I have my working copy in here. Hold On to a True Friend. And this is from Wax and Moon Designs. I've had it kitted forever. And that's sort of what it looks like in black and white. Oh. And then I have this one. I haven't pulled the threads for it. but it's Well-Behaved Women. It says, well-behaved women rarely make history. It's one of the Lizzie Kate boxers I've had forever. I'll put it in this little bag. Okay. Pick this up. Pull these out. I'm putting some of these back in here to make room because they're starting to fall all over the place. Like I said, January is going to be hectic. I don't know how many of these I'm actually going to start, but they're all possibilities, and they'll roll over. So if I don't start it in January, then there'll be other times during the year I might pick one up. This one is We One. It's a We One series from Heart and Hand. It's called We Seashore. And I'm putting that one on a blue fabric. And then I have this kit called, it's a take-along. It's Ghoul's Night Out from the trilogy. This one's lost. This one needs to get a grip or a seatbelt. Bad form. Clean Dishes from Dames of the Needle. I am going to put it on Mayflower Gray, which I think is her fabric, by the way. And it's a 32 count. But let's see, it's a mystery if I actually pulled the thread for it. I didn't. But that's easy enough. It's all one color, so it's fine. I do have black silk from Silks For You. I might just do that. Alright, let's see what's in this bag. Acorn Hill. I might just have my working copy in there. Yeah, I do. So I'll show you the black and white picture. I've had this kitted for a while. It's the black and white picture. But here's an idea of the colors. And I don't think I pulled the called for colors either. I think that was a stitch from stash type situation. And I put it in this makeup bag. Makeup bags are very handy. Goodness. Alright. Now I have some room. This one is a definite one to start. This is from in a sheet bag that I got sheets in. This one's Seeds of Freedom. And I kitted up with mostly Victoria Motto threads. So that's a definite one to start in January. And then here's another one. Look, this is from Sheets. Another Sheets or Comforter or something. And I've had this kitted up. I bet you I've had this kitted up for since like 2005. Minimum. And it's just this black leopard. Or panther, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to put them on this Belfast 32 count dirty linen, it's called. He's got to get put in a different bag though. This bag drives me crazy. But it's been kitted for so long, I just left it in there since it was just sitting in my kitted stuff. I'll deal with that in a little bit. Alright. Next is BYOB, which is Bring Your Own Broom from Glory B. That's what it looks like. And there's my threads and my fabric. Did I put that right down? It's tarnished silver from Under the Sea Fabrics and a 32 count. We're coming to the end of it, guys. This one is Liberty Angel from Bent Creek. The Flying Angel. It's called. And it came all kitted up. So this is a possibility. I don't know if I'll definitely, but I figure I'd throw it in there too, because why not? Because I could. And it was kitted. bought it that way. I think I got it from a Stash Unload Club thing. Then I have these two. These I want to put on the same piece of fabric, and I bought the sulkies for it. This is the fabric I chose. And I don't know what it's called. I must have cut it off and I don't remember. It's definitely a 32 count, but I couldn't tell you. I wonder if it's Hermosa. Maybe. Anyway, it's Hey Diddle Diddle and Cat and a Fiddle. I mean, a Hey Diddle Diddle, Slick Fiddle. And I am going to stitch it, I believe, like this. Because I thought if I did it the other way, I don't know. No, I think I'm going to do it like this. Because I don't have to worry about the fence matching up and having two trees together. So they're going to go together. It's going to go with the sulkies. And that's a Moo the Merrier from last year's market. And then finally, my circus bag. It's a travel bag, but it's great to hold things. And in here I have two that are possibilities for January. I have One More Stitch, which I am pretty sure, yes, I bought this at Keepsakes. Gina and I both did. And we kitted it up. And I forget which fabric I chose for it. And then I have Season of Love. It's going to go on a 32 count linen in this color, which I don't have the name of the color, but it's a brown. And I did not pull the called for threads. I pulled DMC and a couple of hand-dyeds that wouldn't sort of match. Because I can usually not buy threads if I really don't want to. I can usually find stuff. I am going to buy the threads for Halloween Quaker. It calls for a lot of hand-dyed threads and like 4 different blacks. So I'm going to use 310 and white, and then I'm going to go with the other blacks that they called for and other hand dyes that they called for, just because you can't get that many different blacks unless you buy the hand dyes. So DMC doesn't have them, so that's fine. That's fine. That's all I have for now. I'm not going to do a giveaway for the next video just because I'm just too busy. We'll start giveaways probably. I don't know when, but not right now. I still need to do my whip parade. That's going to take forever. I'll be a little bit more prepared than this. And then I still have to film the 12 Days of Christmas box. People are getting them in. There's a few people still waiting here and there. Mostly overseas are waiting, because I think just about everybody local have gotten their boxes. If not, just hit me up. I do have tracking information for them, so let me know. Some of the boxes got totally mangled. Thank you, USPS. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, forgot to tell you, I changed my nails for the season. This one's called Snowman's Land. It's from, oh my goodness, totally less Color Street. And I get mine online, and I have the name of everything put down in the description box below. So you can join the VIP club on Facebook and get yours too. Jen Upton sells it. I think that's it for now. If I've forgot something, then par for the course, right? I hope everybody has a great holiday, whether it be a Jewish holiday, a Christian holiday, happy Kwanzaa, happy whatever you want to celebrate. You have a great couple of weeks. I will see you in 2 weeks, which I think is the 28th of December, so it's going to be after Christmas. So hopefully I can get time to do all those videos, and I'll start posting those on the Christmas day and every day after that until it's done. And don't forget, don't let anyone steal your sunshine. Bye.